Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. We're going to do a next step reading or a classic horseshoe. See what's going on for you in the upcoming week or thereabouts, yeah? Immediate future only. And the emphasis here is next steps, to whatever that means to you. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? What's going on, please, for Aquarius? Show me Aquarius, please. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? Death. 7 of Wands. Excuse me. 3. I'm sorry. 10. Why did I say 3? I don't know why I said 3. It's clearly 10. Yeah, who knows? There might be some connectivity coming up for some of you. The World. Yeah, something is definitely done and done. The outcome, however, is something is gained. Lovers. Okay. I thought we were headed in a particular direction, and then you threw that. Not sponsored. Oh, yeah, right. Like they'd sponsor a tarot channel. Why did I even bother with that? No, it's I very rarely drink these, but when I do, I've been saying that more and more, don't I? No, I really don't like traditional soda. I don't. I can't stand sweetness now. I really can't. I'll occasionally have a Coke Zero, you know, if I want a little treat, but I really can't handle full sodas anymore. I don't know why. My taste buds just reject sweetness now. It's so sad. Somebody's like, ice cream, and I'm like, when did that happen? When, Aquarius, when? I thankfully still have a love of donuts. If anything is too sweet, can't be doing it anymore. It's just my tongue just like, what is this? Okay, let's get cracking. Death. Death. What is this, please? We also have the World here. Let's not split hairs, okay? It's not going to be the easiest, but it's transformative. It's meant to be. It's meant to be for our highest good, no matter how it presents itself, no matter how scary and or difficult. It's there for a reason, okay? Knights of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the World. This has been with you for a long time. It was with you for a very long time. And you know what's funny? The closer you got to that conclusion, the more you began to feel it was right. That's how you know it's right. It was always within your power to cycle this. Whatever this is, and I'm sorry it's so vague, but it's coming up as a major crux for this week. It's like the realization of it, the actualization of it, the finalization of it. I don't know. For those of you, I haven't seen justice here, but for those of you who have finalized things like divorces, congratulations to you. It's not an ending, it's a beginning. But it was always kind of headed in this direction. Okay. That doesn't mean it was a good thing. It doesn't mean it was a happy thing. It's just the more we have the acceptance of the closure of the thing, no matter how slowly, our understanding as the King of Wands that it was correct and that our energy was moving correctly in this direction, it told us, okay. Okay. More acceptance as opposed to rejection. I don't know how long you might have been on the road to rejection, you know, but it still had the kind of same outcome. And now that it's closer and closer to that finish line, there's a kind of relief in there, isn't it? Okay. The next step, 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself, showing caution, boundaries. Let's take a look. Showing that 7 of Wands, enforcing what you believe, that as well. Showing that 7 of Wands, please. Show me that 7 of Wands. Show me that 7 of Wands, please. Seven of Swords, 6 of Swords. You're going to have to stand up for this. Okay. You anticipate it to not be in the smoothest. Your acceptance is here, but that doesn't mean how it's playing out in reality is going to be the smoothest of things. You are going to have to stand up for what this is, the firmness of it, the firmness behind it. As somebody else is not trying to meet you in that same space. In other words, they're not as ready to move forward with the kind of smoothness that you would like. I don't know if they're giving you too much kickback, but they're also saying, look, I'm not just going to sail off into the night. I really don't want to. Okay, I don't know who this is. It is going to be something or somebody where you have to show firmness that this is the right thing to do. This is the correct movement. It could be commitment with the Hierophant there, yes. and they're not so ready to leave that commitment. It's like I'm not ready to move on. Spiritually, I don't think that they are. Okay, that's the truth. I don't know how much resistance they're giving you. They're just telling me spiritually and mentally, because that's a lot of sword there, I'm not ready to move on. You might be, good for you, but I'm not. And you're going to have to kind of defend your position, because in your heart, in your mind, in your energy, and in your reality, this is done. Okay? I don't know if there's a reversal here. Could do. That's not what I'm trying to do today. I'm reading the energy as straightforward as I can, unless I can literally say, like Aries, that's an outside influence. All I can see is how somebody is saying this is it, and the other person's like saying that's not where I'm at. They still feel very spiritually bound to this and committed to it, and it's like I'm not going to smooth off, or sorry, that's my lisp. I'm not going to just sail off smoothly into the night. Okay? You might be prepared for this, I'm not. Something like that. Show me that Ten of Cups. So your next step is to enforce boundaries, your position, and defend your stance. Okay? So that's what the Seven of Wands is. We don't really ever take enough time to really appreciate the Seven of Wands. It's active blockage. It's not doing it over and over again like Nine of Wands. It's like this is something I have to put in place, or I'm standing up for this. Sometimes, ideally, if we have the Seven of Wands, it's because we know we're doing it for ourselves, and other times we block just out of habit. It's a big difference. This is not blocking out of habit. This is you enforcing your decision. All right, that Ten of Cups, please. Whoops, that's inverted. Huh. Huh. Not that it makes a difference. Well, except how you shuffle your deck tends to, okay, show direction. So I'm used to it like this. All right. Show that Ten of Cups, please. There's a berry here. And that Ten of Cups, perhaps you're not getting the emotional support that you need at this time. Okay. Perhaps not everybody's on board with this decision. I don't know. The Four of Cups, the Emperor, the Five of Wands. Wow, somebody's really kicking back on this. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to... I told you, somebody here is not prepared spiritually or mentally to accept this. You are, someone else is not. The barrier here is that they kind of pull it back to, well, what about family? What about us? What about... And I don't know why they're saying that, because they're miserable. They're miserable. So I don't know how they're taking that defense or that position. I don't know why they're taking that position. They seem miserable. I'm in control. No, they're not. That's the opposite of control. Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. This person's very emotionally upset and angry, and then they're like, but I'm in control of this. I have say. And they're right in a way, they do have say, but you also can't really continue to make... You can't make anyone participate in something that they're done with. So while it's not over for them, and they're making that very, very clear, they're not supportive of this decision. There also might be a key member. I don't want to go too far into it. Just please know it's there. It's touching the radar. There might be a key familiar influence family that's also in disagreement with this. It might be an older father figure. Okay, someone who's more on the paternal side and strongly disagrees. You're prepared. Someone else isn't. They say they're very much committed to this, and then I have someone here who's a little more firmer and possibly angry. But overall disappointed. Disappointed, upset, angry, and we're not getting the support that we want in our decision. It's interesting to me that you have, again, such a strong sense of mind, which reminds me, your in-depth reading came out today, your last one, something about not many dare stand in your way, just you. That went over like a lead balloon. Tarot is not a popularity contest, which is why I would come in last if it was. Because this is not the passive Scorpion Tarot, this is Sassy Scorpion. I'm going to tell it like I see it. And it's not an offense, it's not a judgment. I'm just, once more, I'm saying in Aquarius this time, though, you are in the position of saying this is what's correct, and I am adamant about that. And I think it is correct for you. Why else would you be doing it? That doesn't necessarily mean everyone else is going to fall in line and be like, you're awesome, we totally agree with your decision. It's not the case, it's not what I'm saying. So I'm sorry that you're receiving so much kickback, But your next step is that if this is indeed the way forward for you, you will have to defend your position. And it's a bit of a rough energy over the next several weeks or so. Yeah. The world, however, is once more in your strengths. You keep telling me this is what I have to do. This cycle has to be shut. It has to be closed. And I'm sorry you disagree with it. And I'm sorry I don't have your support. You disagree with it. You're not prepared. You are arguing with it. But I'm telling you, this is something that has to be done. Show me the world, please. I don't even know if it's a relationship cycle, guys. It could be a work cycle. I don't know. Show me that. Show me the world, please. But you're like, it was my strength to open this. It is also therefore my strength to close it. I agree. It's ownership principle. This was done on my hand. That means I can undo it as well. And you only do that, especially with your commitments, unless you know it's absolutely true for you. There you go. Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Okay. We were not open to healing this, at least not anymore. I don't know what your efforts were in the past. I'm not looking at the past, but you're saying I'm not open to healing this or balancing it. It's folly. You're saying I'm done. Your effort, Page of Swords, is minimal in terms of healing and balance. It's like you're saying I've given up on that. I've given up. I don't know how much of a backstory there is there and how much effort you put into it to begin with, but it's like you're saying I am calling it quits. You're saying this is the... This guy cannot carry that kind of weight. Page of Swords is like, no engagement at all. I could balance or I could heal, but I'm not putting that effort into it. I am choosing to close it. I am. So that tells me you either just can't anymore or you don't have it in you to try at all. I don't know. That's up to you. That is minimal effort, but it's also a lack of interest to engage at that level. Okay? Perhaps in your estimation, this is something that can't be balanced or fixed, and if it had, it wouldn't have gotten to this point, something like that. Okay? Okay, the potential outcome is the Lovers. And then, boom, here's this other connection altogether. So, geez, Aquarius. Show me this Lovers, please. Show me this Lovers, please. Very strong spiritual connection, yeah? Show me that. Show me that. Yeah, your next steps all over this is defend your position. If this is what's right for you, you must defend it because you're going to be surrounded by possibly upwards to 2 people. The one who's not prepared at all to move forward and another one who strongly disagrees with it. It could be the same person. I don't know. There's a big difference between you knowing what's right for you and actually getting support for that decision. It's not always the same, unfortunately. Show me the Lovers. Show me the Lovers. Show me that Lovers, please, for Aquarius. Queen of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I got another energy here that we would like to put something into. Queen of Wands. Okay. This is someone who's beautiful, fiery, creative. I would like to really dig into this further. You might have a backstory with this person. Okay. That suggests we didn't always know how to handle this connection, but we would like to figure it out. That seems to be your next steps after the initial next steps. In other words, it's your next point of reference or your next direction. And you have some pre-existing history with this person that suggests that we have broken away from this potential lover or this Queen of Wands person, someone who is fiery, hot, creative, passionate, or it's just all of the above, or that's how you see them or associate them. They may not be a fire sign. We have a little history, I think, with this person, and that's just not what we're doing today, guys. It's just not. When I see detachments from Lovers or 6 of Cups, but it's in your future orientation. This is someone typically we've known before and we've broken from. And we'd like to get back to that particular subject. Kind of like a bookmark in a book. What happens with that, I don't know. You seem to have a very strong impression of who they are. Yeah. We'd like to get back to that. I'm not doing extendeds. That's where, if I did extendeds, that's where I'd pick up. To be honest with you. I was like, no, I know what your potential outcome is. It's looking like a very strong connection, whom you're very much bonded with, but it might have been a while since you two were connected in that way. It's looking like it's an influence for you in the future that's quite powerful. and you kind of want to get back to it. You don't quite know how you're going to yet. That's going to be further out. Okay, that's the Two of Pentacles. I understand and recognize the break here between me and someone of very strong spiritual significance. I'll get back to that. First things first. Kind of like that. Oh man, I'm so tempted to pull a little more. I want to know who that is. And for some of you, 2025. I don't know. Yeah, I was ready to say I felt a suspension there. This is much further out than just next week, guys. For some of you, there's a bridge of suspension between you and that outcome. And even you recognize it. I don't know how I'm going to approach that, but I'm going to. Okay. Okay. The letter Y. The crab, sign of Cancer. The snowflake, sign of Scorpio. And then the zombie in reverse. Oh, interesting. Typically I see him upright. Somebody who's in the drudgery of the day-to-day, the sadness, the nothing changes. I feel like I'm going nowhere and I'm not growing, and sometimes I don't even feel alive. That was in reverse. We're trying to come out of the zombie energy and into life. Okay? If I was titling, that's probably what I'd call yours today, into life. Yes, indeed. Like you want the life. Again, something like that. Okay? Once you know, you know. All right, Aquarius, honey, hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.